أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So today we are doing chapter 3 of our madrasa course from CLD, and the title is Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. So let's begin. According to a hadith, Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, there are 99 names of Allah. Whoever recites them will enter paradise. This is a Sahih Hadith from Al-Bukhari and Al-Muslim. So we all know there are 99 names of Allah. These names are known as Al-Asma Al-Husna, the most beautiful names. So Asma comes from Ism, that is name, and Husna means beautiful. So Al-Asma Al-Husna are the most beautiful names. These names express the attributes of Allah. They express the qualities, the characteristics of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They lend us the proper understanding of our relationship with our Creator. So these qualities, these characteristics, these attributes help us in understanding who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. They also help us shape our lives accordingly. Yes, they have a huge effect when we read and understand the beautiful names of Allah. However, the most repeated names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. So this is the chapter about Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, the most compassionate, the most merciful. So we also know these names through Surah Fatiha, where Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim words are mentioned. That is Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, the most compassionate, the most merciful. They form part of Bismillah, with which all the surahs of the Quran except Surah At-Tawbah, that is Surah 9, begin with. So we also know these names from the statement Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And all the surahs in the Quran begin with this statement except for the Surah At-Tawbah. Both these words come from the root word Rahima, that means to show mercy. Thus, these attributes of Allah are often translated as the most merciful, most compassionate, beneficent, most gracious, mercy-giving, or the caring. All these words are connected to mercy. So it comes from the root word Rahima, which means mercy. However, these translations do not convey the full meaning of the terms. When we translate an Arabic term into English, the translation is somewhat deficient. It's somewhat not giving us the full meaning of these terms. They do not show the deep differences between the meaning of Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. So in English, when we translate, it is the most compassionate, the most merciful. So it all gives us that it is merciful. So why this name is, why two names? So why Ar-Rahman, why Ar-Rahim, when both of them mean merciful? So let's see how these are different. The word Ar-Rahman shows overflow, outburst, and strong feeling, while the word Ar-Rahim denotes permanence and everlasting qualities of mercy. So Ar-Rahman is a very strong feeling of mercy, while Ar-Rahim denotes permanent mercy, everlasting mercy. Like we say, forever. So this is the meaning of everlasting or permanent mercy. So hence Ar-Rahman is the one whose mercy is overflowing, while Ar-Rahim is the one whose mercy is continuous and permanent. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is both Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. So His mercy is always, always, continuously, permanently overflowing on us. We live in Allah's mercy. His mercy and knowledge cover everything. Were it not that Allah is forgiving and merciful, our acts of disobedience would have destroyed us. So, does Allah punish us immediately when we do a bad thing? No, He does not. So, this is from Allah's mercy. He is always forgiving. He's always giving us chance to improve. He's always giving us chances to seek His forgiveness. So, this is from Allah's mercy. Allah is most kind and most merciful. If we commit a sin or make a mistake and feel sorry, He forgives us. He rewards us for our good actions many times over. It's not that we get just one reward for one action, good action that we do, but He multiplies that reward maybe 10 times, maybe even 700 times. So He rewards us for our good actions many times over. Again, a small chapter. So that ends the chapter Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, beginning with the exercises. Explain these Arabic terms. Al-Asma, Al-Husna. I already explained it to you that Asma comes from Ism. That means name. And Husna is beautiful. So Al-Asma, Al-Husna are the most beautiful names. Rahima means mercy. So the next question, bring out the differences between these two attributes of Allah, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. We know that Ar-Rahman, the overflowing outburst mercy of Allah, and Ar-Rahim is the permanent mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And few of these scholars, let me include this point, few of these scholars also differentiate Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim as Ar-Rahman to be His mercy on all of His creations, be it the animals, be it the aquatic animals, be it the birds, be it the human beings. So everything, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on everything. And Ar-Rahim is His special mercy on the believers. So here's a good news for us. Alhamdulillah, that Allah has a special mercy on the believers. Moving ahead, why do you think Allah forgives us when we turn to Him after committing sins? This is because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very, 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 very merciful. All right, complete the following sentences. There are dash names of Allah, 99 names. The most repeated names of Allah are Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, and we live in Allah's mercy. All right, inshallah. Meet you in the next video. Hope this is really, really helpful. To remember the whole team of CLD in your duas. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.